And just like that, welcome back, everybody. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Back again. Smacked myself in the face earlier with the hairbrush, and now I got some battle scars. Congratulations. This is what happens when you're super sleepy and you stay up till 3 in the morning working on DeFi stuff. That's what you get, right? Anyway, good to see you all. So, we do this every Wednesday, 2 p.m. We're going to go over what we see so far. Things have developed, haven't they? Things have changed. A lot of people are quick to try to jump down my throat and call me out. Congratulations. I'm glad you got somebody to call out. So I'm going to start looking at it from now on. Doesn't upset me too much, but let's get it rolling, shall we? It's not crypto before dark. I don't know why that's playing. I guess it's just going to have to play. What the hell? I didn't turn that on. I can try to turn it on now. Yeah, there it goes. Now it works. Whatever. Told you. Right before I started this, the damn software glitched on me. It just paused. And I was like, oh, shit. So I come back out, restarted it, and it fired up. And when I turn it on, there's a garbage truck dumping garbage. Just after me saying, hey, man, I'm the guy you're going to blame, right? Perfect. That's just perfect timing. If you haven't done so, go hit like. 17 of us on here so far. I'm also going to try and subscribe. We're getting closer to 10,000. We're not there yet, though. I'm going to try Thursday, tomorrow, to have a new setup going to where I can stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all of them, all at one time. Not sure I can pull that off or not, but I'm going to try. Not sure how it's going to work. If it doesn't work right, I can always just cut it and start over. So I want to start with talking about momentum. Multiple people have asked me, and it's important to understand that momentum is awesome, and it gives us the life and lets us see what's going on and kind of gives us a push down the right direction. But momentum's not everything. All right. Relative strength is important as well. So I want to show some people some charts real quick, especially those who are kind of freaking out a little bit, thinking that they've just missed the boat. And oh my God, what are they going to do? We've missed. Now we're not going to make any money, and we've not bought the bottom. And what are we going to do? Boo to anyone who thinks that. You haven't missed anything. It's fine. Relax. 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 Okay? Don't panic. I'm going to start with Ethereum here. And the reason is Ethereum has kind of outperformed some other stuff. And I want to show you what I'm talking about here. Pull up this. Give me this Ethereum chart here. This is the one I was sharing yesterday in the Discord that hadn't broke trend yet. All right. Now, clearly, this is peeking its head over the trend line, isn't it? Can't deny it. So, since it's peeking over the trend line, we have to start shifting our focus here to more bullish thoughts than bearish thoughts. Is it time to buy? Is it not time to buy? We're not sure yet, so let's dig around a little bit and find out. If I look at fibs and I understand the way Ethereum works and the way Bitcoin price action typically works. And what do I mean by price action typically working? What I mean is the way price action typically folds out, the way you get rises and falls and how long the falls last and where the falls go to, etc. You learn that Bitcoin and Ethereum both prefer the golden pocket. And what is the golden pocket? The golden pocket is a retracement level. What is retracement? Retracement is the movement back in directions that wasn't going before. Retracing, just like if you lose your car keys, you start retracing your steps. If you lose your phone, you start retracing your steps where you were before. Okay, and here we have that. We had this chart showing we've been down, but we haven't been back up for a while. And here we go. We've come back up. Now that we've come back up, we've come to a certain level. This level is the golden pocket. 618 to 71. Some will argue that the number should be 72. I will argue that those people are arguing semantics. It's 1%. Grow up. Get real. You're not special. You don't have a special formula. We're all looking at the same thing. Quit acting like you're a genius, because you're not. Which also gives me a moment to talk about something. I hear an awful lot of I told you so's I predicted. I knew this was going to happen. I said so. Hey, look at me. I was right. I told you all along. You should be following me. It's me. It's me. That's interesting because you're going to see me say a lot of times, we, us, our. Whereas a lot of other people are going to say me, my, look at me, I, me, I. It's narcissistic and it's a little bit selfish. Everybody loves to have their gotcha moments. I think we all need to hit the pause button on the gotcha moments because even though some of these things are breaking trend, we are still a mile down. And you are nowhere near out of the woods as far as everything's suddenly bullish. Everybody needs to hit the brakes and calm down. We haven't broke resistance levels of importance yet. All we've done is bounce off some short-term support. Let's have a break. All right? And if you're offended by what I'm saying, I'm probably talking about you. And that means that you are doing the stuff. If you're offended by it, then that means you're emotional about it because it was you. All right? A lot of that's floating around right now. Those same people don't like to admit when they're wrong. I'll put it that way. All right? Let's put it that way. Real quick, I didn't say hi to everyone. What's up, Ron Poteet? Good to see you, JP. Thank you, brother. Chris, what's up? I know this is Crypto After Dark, but here in the UK, it's pitch black outside, so I just cracked up in a cold one. Cheers, Keith. Thank you, brother. Raid TA, recent moderator. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Let me hook you up with the blue badge right there. Bam. A. Phillips, good to see you. Cycling Cotton, what's up? Guillermo Tail, what's up? Ever Forward, good to see you. Filippo, what's up? Aiden Ward, Tim Ross, Red Brum. He says, ciao. Bop, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Sun Heights, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Corey, so what needs to happen to call it a reversal versus a bull trap or a bull market rally? Thanks. That's what we're going to look at right here in a second. Adam Man, what's up? Bill Urban, aspiring adult, what's up, brother? Good time. Good to see you. Long time. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad to see you back. Come hang out more often. We're here almost every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Gabriel Musat, flip the switch for 2 days. That's pretty good. So let's talk about momentum. This thing ran back to the golden pocket and it stopped right at it. All right. Before that, we had levels of importance that it just blew right through, mainly this pivot mark here. Okay. This pivot's more bullish than bearish. When you're over it, good. When you're under it, All right. So it jumped over it, didn't test it, just blew right through it. When you have this happen, it immediately throws up a red flag to me and says it didn't retest. It didn't come back down and check it first before it took off. It just blew right through it like it wasn't there. I don't like to see that kind of stuff happen because it tends to halt progress or slow down momentum. All right, let's pull up some moving averages here. Blew right through the 50 moving average, blew right through the 100-day moving average like they weren't there, which again gives me pause. It makes me think it's going to come back and test those because it acted like they weren't even there. And historically, it checks and stops and bounces and hesitates near these lines. It did not do that in this case. Okay, multiple assets did this. To me, this looks like fool's gold. I'm expecting retraces now because certain barriers didn't get tested and take their time and slowly push through. I've said this 100 times on live streams. It is better to have slow, steady movements that are mature and nice rather than these pumps that have to immediately pull back down. Okay? Get that rhetoric out of your head. Slow and steady wins the race. The dollar index went up for months. Slow and steady. Crushed the market. Okay? That's what we want to see. Slow and steady all the way to the top. S&P 500 for 100 years. I'm sorry, Dow Jones for 100 years. Slow, steady climb to the top. All right? Had its moments of slowdown, yeah. But for 100 years went up and up and up. That's what we want to see. Okay? We don't want sudden sharp movements because they fail. That's immature thinking, and I want you to get that out of your mindset. Those slow, sharp movements, those sudden sharp movements, I tend to immediately not worry about it. I tend to immediately push through that and go somewhere else and not even think about it. All right, so where do I see this stopping? So this can either hesitate here and pull back to that 100 moving average and that 50-day moving average and test them, or it's going to fail, and it's going to fail hard. Now, I would prefer if it tested these first along the way slowly and smoothly so that as it gets them, it can slowly push through them over and over again and get on by. A great example of that is Matic, and I'll show you that in a moment. But first, I want to show the RSI. The RSI on Ethereum is already overbought. Already, after 3 days, overbought. That sucks. Why does this suck? Well, in the middle of a bear market like we're in, when you start seeing overbought indicators, that's the worst possible outcome. You want oversold so you can take a chance on buying. Now we're overbought in a downtrend. Not great. And I know what you're saying. We just broke a trend line, Keith. Please understand that the high time frame runs the show, and you're missing the bigger moves here. And there's more at play than, oh my God, right now. All right? Let's take a look at that, by the way. If I go to weekly, you're still way down on the RSI. Way down. You went oversold and you've come up off the floor since. How much? About 15, 20%. Is that worth stressing over for 140 plus days? I don't really think so, but you be the judge of that. Now, I will say that for the first time, it looks as though this RSI's awful momentum has broken. Can it hold up? We will find out. Okay, and that's on the weekly right there. Looks to be trying to gain strength on the weekly, but on the daily, you're running out of steam or momentum. On the monthly, nothing's changed. From month to month, this thing still looks god awful. And nothing that I want to touch yet. Yet. This needs to break and continue going up in order to show me that it's ready, or run down there to oversold so that I can take a chance on buying the bottom. That's the only two ways we've got this, all right? So until momentum comes back and takes a breather, or all the momentum continues to flow into it, which I just don't see happening right now, it's not being stubborn. I'm just not going to be an ape and start throwing money around. It's not worth the risk to me. To you, it may be. This is why I say all the time, make your own decisions. I'm just reading the chart. All right. I'm very conservative with what I do. Why is that? Why am I more conservative than most people? Because I want to maintain the money I have. I don't want to lose it. Okay. So I'm going to take less risks than more people. Okay. The more people that come along and take more risks, the more chances you've got of losing that same money. And I just don't feel like losing my money. All right. I want to be careful with it. I want to be calm with it. I can make plenty of money, plenty fast. That's the way bull markets work. There's no reason to panic and freak out. All right. So I'm going to take this fib off here. When you look at it from this perspective, I probably didn't draw this trend line perfectly. It probably comes out something like that for Ethereum, which shows that it's got more down in it. It hasn't tested the 8 EMA or the 21 EMA on the monthly, which is all the way up near 1900. It was actually near 2000. All right, let's go to Bitcoin for a moment and do the same thing. Pull up this one here. That's better, nice and clean. Similar situation with trends. It probably comes way out here. You got a trend line way out here. Plus you have this sharper one down here, which I will agree, it appears to have broken on the weekly. Momentum pointing up for the weekly, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy about this. I want to see everybody make money. I want to see more money come in. But what I see there is that divergence hasn't quite broken yet. It's still bearish convergence. We still have bearish strength everywhere. Not quite there just yet. On the weekly, what are barriers that are in the way? Well, hold on a second. Started lagging. That 200 moving average right there is dead smack ass in the way. All right. That's going to be a major impedance to progress no matter what. That being said, you just broke through the 8 EMA. That's likely going to have to test, which is right there around 20,000. The 8 EMA is at 20,077. Then you can see the pink line, which is 20,000. And you can see the price at 20,790. After that, you've got the 21 moving average way up there at 22,880. All right. That's just below the 200 moving average, which is at 23,780. A lot of barriers in here to break through. At any time here, if you feel like it's time for you to buy, knock yourself out. For God's sakes, put your stop losses on. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your own money. I'm just going to say that it's still bit risky for me right now. Still a bit risky. In fact, if you subscribe to what Nick says, Papa Nick on here, says all the time, I just don't buy until it's over the 200 moving average. It's not worth it to me. We've seen this game before. It's not worth the risk for me to take a chance of anything under the 200-day moving average. I just don't care. All right, so if we go to the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin, we're still a ways away from it. In fact, we're either going to go way up here and hit this, or this is slowly going to matriculate down. And again, just like on Ethereum, we broke through two moving averages. Well, this one's actually stopped at the 100, but it broke right through this 50, and it broke right through this pivot like it was nothing. All right, I want to see this stuff go slower and steady and smooth. I don't want to see these panic pushes. RSI for Bitcoin, similar situation where it's heading to overbought, but not quite there yet. All right, could still go some more, as opposed to Ethereum that's already showing it's at the top of its move there. Now, that's daily, not weekly or monthly. I already showed you those as well. Those could go more, but those will take more time. And in between there, you may have days where we have red, where it pulls back and gives you a better chance at getting what you want. There are 14,800 different assets. Do not get hung up on one. There are plenty of other assets for you to buy to make money on. So don't panic. Don't freak out. Okay. The dollar index. Excuse me. Still pulling back very rapidly. It broke this trend line here. Didn't expect that to happen. Blew right through the 50-day moving average. Didn't expect that to happen. Now it seems to be heading for the 100-day moving average. Looks to be the target there, which happens to be in the green boxes. Any one of these three green boxes would be a decent target here. If I put the cloud up, you'll see that the cloud is right there along the boxes as well. It kind of looks to me like this thing's going to hit the bottom of this and fade. Does that tell me that we're going into a bull market for crypto? I don't necessarily know if that means we are or not, but it definitely means that the dollar's lost some strength. We have meeting minutes coming up next week, Tuesday, I believe Tuesday or Wednesday. Meeting minutes come out for the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC. Canada recently only raised interest rates 0.5% instead of 0.75%. Because they didn't want to go too fast. So I'm curious if the U.S. is going to do the same. Do they take it to 0.75%? Do they do half? Or do they do 1 full percent? Because if you do a full percent, that's going to move the dollar up. That's the idea. The higher the interest, the more the dollar's worth. The lower the interest, the less the dollar's worth. Okay? So we'll see what they do. Quantitative tightening is supposed to continue. They're supposed to continue pulling money out of the market, which makes money more valuable. That's supposed to be what's happening. Oil reserves came back today. They were supposed to be 750,000. They came back at 2.9 million. All right. A little bit off on that forecast there, which also is bad for the dollar because you don't need as many dollars to buy as much oil because they're in reserve, which means prices will go down. Makes sense? Supply and demand, folks. All right. So questions real quick. Dreamer, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Nick Greco. Hoping this is temporary so I can sell my 3S tokens. Yeah, I sold my 3S tokens a couple days ago. Got rid of all of them for small loss. I would rather take a small loss than a big loss. Moving on. No reason to hold that risk forever. I'm not going to do that. That's why I say no one copy me. Do your own thing, right? Be smart and do your own thing. Don't think that I'm some kind of trading machine because I'm not. Just a guy. I'm going to be wrong sometimes too. I was wrong during the bull run last time. Sometimes too, right? Was right a lot. Was wrong some too. It's fine. It's part of the game. I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong, unlike some people. Ray TA says, I'm just typing to see my color. This text is not useful for you reading, and this is total waste of time. You feel bad for still reading, aren't you? Oh, that's pretty good, dude. Darcy says Euphoria is back. Big drop coming. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Darcy brings up a good point. Everyone's starting to have pre-ejaculation moments where they're starting to feel real good about everything. That kind of gives me pause too, right? I feel the same way you do. Gabriel Messiah, I see DXY to 121. EM, am I crazy or people drunk with hype? Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, bro. JP says, press the like button. Yeah, y'all go hit like real quick. Will Neville says, I'll be shorting with leverage here soon. Ooh, how about that, dude? Man says he's bringing the heat with leverage. Okay. So one more thing here. Let's go over the total market cap. Total market cap managed to get into the cloud. It's still in the cloud and stuck, but it's above the 382 fib. To me, this looks like this is going to move up some more, heading towards the 50 fib at 992 billion, or roughly 1 trillion flat, because it's a nice round psychological number. If we get to 1 trillion, half of that is 500 billion, which is where I thought things may go, where the bottom would be. Let's be very careful here. We could still see a pretty gnarly reversal. We haven't had a bad November in a long time. Kind of makes me feel like there's one coming, right? Not certain about that, just sentiment. All right, just my sentiment. Amongst pro traders, we kind of look at this as a moment where we go, okay, let's rethink what we're doing here. Let's not freak out. Where most people are freaking the fuck out. I don't freak out. I just kind of look at it and go, all right, well, let's rethink this. So I've already bought a coin, talked about that, bought it, right? I've got that over in the Discord. If you're not over in our Discord, well, where are you? Right here's our Discord, everybody. 786 Assassins. It's in the description of the video. Why haven't you joined already? It's free to come. By the way, let me send you an invite link here. By the way, here's the invite link. Oh, hit the wrong button. My fault. Bam. It's free to join general chat. In 5 days, the Discord will be fully unlocked for all new subscribers. Anyone who comes and joins our paid Discord will get full access for 2 months for free. Right? And if you don't like it, you can just cancel your stuff and leave. No big deal. It's free. Why wouldn't you try that? You can come in and learn and soak in some knowledge and try your best to pick up what you can pick up about charts. Better manage your own portfolio. That's our whole point of what we do. Better manage your own portfolio. You chose to be your own financial advisor. Start acting like a financial advisor, okay? Don't act like an ape. Don't be an idiot. Be smarter than that. And then once you know better, spread that good word, because there's always a group of people coming in who know nothing and need to learn. Okay? We're currently struggle busing with that right now. We're trying to get people to learn. We're trying our best to get people to learn. It's hard, but slowly it's happening. If you haven't done so, go check out our website. I just revamped it, by the way. Literally just redid it this morning. Simplified it big time, because an argument was it was jumbled and kind of messy. And I get it. That's the first website I've ever made. So I super simplified it. It's very simple. When you type in 786unlimited.com, which is our website, which is right here, bam, you got a Launchpass link. This Launchpass link takes you to our link to sign up to get the 2 months free. It doesn't happen for 5 more days. If you sign up right now, you're not going to get it. So you might as well just wait 5 days, right? I'm telling you, don't spend money for 5 days. Okay? It's a whole $4 a week if you really want to go ahead and get in there. So you're going to spend, get this, $4. $4 to get in now. God forbid, right? Just want to join and do the general access right here. Just click the little Discord symbol. Private consult, if you'd like to do a one-on-one with me to learn charts better, because you learn better in one-on-one setting, and that's what you need. Well, got you right here. Private consults. Just give it a click. YouTube, no problem. All of our YouTube stuff is right here. Just click on it. It'll send you to all our videos. You can watch all the videos you want, all the playlists you want, everything. I'm going to continue changing the website around a little bit at a time, not too much at a time. We're also going to start doing some news articles and blogs. All the admins are going to have the ability to do that. They're going to be able to type it up and chat it up with you guys about various different topics, about the ecosystem, about charts, about whatever. We're all going to have our own little news channel, right? Only it won't be the kind of news that is clickbait stuff. It's not that. It's informational stuff. And it'll be on the website, or we'll figure out something else. Yeah, we're still working on those details. All right. And if you didn't know and you want to know who our admins are, just click on the About section, and here we are. Okay. There's us in Vegas. Me, Nick, Jeremy, Ken, John, Frank, Miss Beverly, Terry, Stifler. Tony, we're all right here, okay? That's right. That's actually me. I had a bigger beard then. By the way, if we're in a bull market, I already talked to the guys about this. If we actually do start a bull market, big, huge beard coming back. I'm taking the beard space back. No more baby beards. No more baby beards. Not going to happen. I'm taking it back. Big beard coming. Big, ugly, grizzly beard. I don't even care. And I'm going to have to start shaving my head soon because that bald spot's getting bigger. I got to admit. It's starting to suck. Tony says, calm your tits, peeps. Pause, reevaluate. Don't chase the market. Let the market come to you. Very well said, Tony. Thank you. Hey, I'm already rarely on when it's live. Big hi to you all. What's up, Koki Fedrua? Good to see you. I'm really trying to learn. I did not see any charts telling me to buy or short. Did I do it wrong? I learned from the instructional videos. Yeah, you're exactly right. I don't think I see anything that says buy or short either way. I'm trying to pause. I only seen a couple that I was willing to take a chance on. Other people have already bought other stuff. That's them. Let them do their own thing. Please, you do your own thing. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Take your time. If you want to just do weekly, just do weekly. I talk about that all the time. If we're doing weekly, we have one more minute here. If we're doing weekly and we look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart here, and we pull up our 821 EMA, very simple. We made several videos about the 821 EMA on the weekly chart. Once you get a weekly crossing, or you get 2 candles over the weekly EMA and you want to buy, whichever one it is, you buy, and then you ride that up until you get the opposite. We made an entire series based on that, about that versus holding. If you just did on the weekly, which means you're going to check the chart once every week, once, 5 minutes a week, once, and then you're going to decide whether you're buying or selling. That hasn't even happened yet. We're still ahead of that. So we're going to get near the bottom no matter what. We've already done the data. We've already back tested this and seen it. All right. No reason to panic and no reason to freak out. So listen, that's been 30 minutes. Careful with the growing the beard out and shaving your head. Folks will start calling you burb. Could we get a golden? No, golden is a scam, brother. I'm not sure which golden you're talking about, but we don't really have time. We'll get back to it Thursday. I think you're talking about golden retriever, which please understand what that sounds like. Poochie says, what's up? He just says Keith with an asterisk. Hey, what's up, Poochie? Good to see you. So listen, that's been 30 minutes. We'll be back again tomorrow, Thursday. Again, it will be early. The video will be early tomorrow, Thursday. It will not be at the normal time. It will be early. I'm going to post it up in the Discord so everyone can have it. I'll post it up in the Twitter so everyone can have it. We're going to try to stream earlier again. Plus, I'm going to try to be on multiple platforms at one time. It's a bit of a beta test. See how things go. I have a family, y'all. I have 2 kids, 2 animals. Again, this freaking doodle dog shitting the floor again this morning. Lost my mind. I got it cleaned up, but that's not the point. It's the second time she's done that, and she hasn't done that in 2 years. Crazy. So it's always something here. So anyway, we'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you all for coming. I hope you got something from this. I'm just trying to be real and be straight with everybody and not be all hopium. I'm not that guy. You're not going to get that from me. You never have. You never will. Thank you for coming. I'll see y'all on the next stream. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., you could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be good. Peace.